Good morning guys, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming. I'm on Forza Motorsport 7 today, but I've got no weekly challenges because if you remember we had 2 weeks last week and there wasn't any this week. There is some for next week, but I'll get on to them towards the end of the video. But what I want to have a look at today is the car pass. I bought the car pass in the Black Friday sale and it's unlocked not only the car pass challenges but also quite a few car packs for me as well, so you can see me here adding them to my garage. For one which isn't on this list is the Hoonigan pack, which does come with it because I've previously bought the Hoonigan pack separately. So I'm adding all these in and I'll be getting in and having a look at the November car pass challenges this week. And next week normal service will resume with the normal packs. Just having a quick look at the mods. I think I'll take the mummy mod, just because I can. I like that driver's skin. I probably won't use it for purposes of this video, but this is the new store, by the way, if you haven't seen it already. So anyway, getting into the Forzathon screen, I've got my November VIP challenges, which I can't touch because I'm not a VIP, and I've got the November car pass. So the first challenge is get a drift score of 6,000 in a single lap in a Kia Stinger. Okay, cool. Best not drive it like a typical Kia driver then. So let's get into this, let's have a look and let's see what we can do. So naturally I've decided to pick Circuit de Spa-de-Francorchamps, the full circuit. And this is my go-to circuit for drift events. Simply because lots of corners, it's a nice long track, gives me plenty of leeway. And here I am just up as the Stig, driving a Kia Stinger. The thing is about Kias is they're a bit of a comedy car. I mean, in the UK, Kias are seen as the sort of car you drive when you reach a certain age. They tend to be the sort of vehicles that you get your pension lump sum, you go out, you get this little slow, ineffectual, horrid little car, and you drive it very, very slowly and very dangerously, because I think when you get the Kias, they do actually take the indicators off them. I know this is a bit rich coming from a BMW driver, but it is actually true. I've seen more people driving BMs and Audis and any other car really that use the indicators properly than I have people driving Kias. But the Kia Stinger is a bit of an odd one because Kia, a little Korean company which somehow made it big selling little crappy cars to Western countries for little old people to drive badly. But Kia have actually made a decent car. The Stinger is actually a really good car, and it was designed to rival the performance BMWs, the performance Audis, the Alphas, and I think it's definitely bears a rival for like your M series and things like this, your M classes. But the problem is, it's a Kia. The badge does it an injustice, and no one sort of really took it seriously when it was launched. So I don't think it's really had sort of like a big uptake, because those of you who've got the money to spend on this sort of class vehicle are going off. You're buying your Audis, you're buying your BMWs, you're buying your Mercs, you're buying, even your Ford RS, you're buying stuff like this, and Kia don't really get a look in. But I'm not doing too badly on here. I've decided to do a demonstration. This is how the average Kia driver drives the car. Very slowly, lane discipline's a bit iffy, a bit wobbly, randomly hard braking, getting up to speed and then suddenly slowing down. A complete inability to take corners in any reasonable fashion. Although it is really hard to mimic this on a car this powerful. If I've got something with about 80 horsepower, it would be a lot easier to do, but this is not a slow car. So that's the average Kia driver. You know, I've been driving for quite a few years and I see a lot of them. And not to be ageist, but it does tend to be a lot of old people driving them. Completely oblivious to where they're going, but for the purposes of this race, it's not a bad car. It's doing really well. I'm getting sort of numbers I need. I've already passed the 6,000 mark, so that's sort of why I've took the opportunity to sort of mess about a bit back there and just do a bit of a sartorial demonstration of how to drive a Kia. I actually joked once to my father. He's in his 70s. And I said to him, he was looking to upgrade his car. He's a big Ford man. My dad, he's a big Ford. He loves his Fords. There's only 2 cars though you'd ever have. Has to be a Ford, has to be a Jaguar. That's it. My mother's completely and utterly refused to let him go anywhere near a Jag, because she knows for a fact that as soon as he takes that out, it will be round a lamppost at the bottom of the street. That's sort of like an original dad racer sort of thing, but when you talk to drive by a rally driver, someone who actually did professional rally, it's not really any particular shock. So you've got the skills, but you've got the attitude as well. But no, I mean, Kias, I just, don't like them. But I like this one, it's quite cool. I might use this in the future on other videos. But 14,500 is definitely a good score. But now I've got this car pass. It's quite cool. Unlocks a few extra bits and bobs. I wasn't really willing to pay, I think it's about £24 originally for it. But it was down to about £6.90 something in the Black Friday sale last week. So it's sort of the only real reason I had for not buying it originally was gone. You know, my original reason for not buying it is I don't think it demonstrates a very good investment. What you get for it, I wasn't willing to pay about £24-25 on this when I can go and spend it on other things. You know, I get myself the boost on the Battle Pass on Fortnite, or I could even buy a cheap game or do something, you know. It's one of those things where it's £6 something, you can't really go wrong. So what I'll do is I'll leave this video running, just doing a little demonstration of Kia driving again. I would actually upload some of my dash cam footage to prove this is how badly most Kia owners do actually drive their Kias. If it wasn't for the fact I'd probably get in a bit of trouble for it, because there's certain laws about data protection and stuff like this, and I'm sure these people in Kias won't be too happy about me going, oh, look at this person, here's their car, this is their number plate, you know. Basically mocking them a bit on a YouTube video, but it's all good. So what I'll do is I'll exit out of this and I'll move on to a Forzathon screen and I'll see what I can get. So I've got my pop-ups saying I've made progress in November Car Pass, because this is only one challenge set. Obviously I haven't got 3, but on the other hand I've got a few challenges in it. Next step is to complete a race at Top Gear. Just as well, I'm dressed as the Stig, although it's the Stig's female cousin, it seems, on this one, Mrs. Stig. I'm at the Top Gear circuit, it's UK. I've got the iconic racing driver, the Stig, who supposedly is British, but we all know it's different racing drivers over the course of a series, including I think Michael Schumacher at one point, who was very famously German. But I'm driving an iconic British car, and that being the Aston Martin. I don't think there's many more British cars that are as iconic as the Aston Martin. So I'm going to have a British track, because this is at Dunsfold Aerodrome, a British car, which is Aston Martin, of course, the British racing driver, the Stig, and all in the name of that quintessentially British car programme Top Gear. So 1 lap around there, 47 seconds in the bag. Job's a good one. Aston Martin GT3. Very nice. I'm not sure if that came with a car pass or whether I had it anyway, because I've just recently got my gold collector's award on Forza 7 from 500 cars, so without going back and looking, I'm not entirely sure. So I got my pop-up saying I made progress. So from there I can have a nip into the Forzathon screen and see where I'm up to. So complete 3 laps at Mugello Autodromo Internazionale full circuit. So this is working towards the Chevy Vega GT 1971 in the red with the white stripe. I'm looking at November VIP, but I'm going, you know what, I'm just looking at this Ford Shelby GT500, how cool that looks. Part is going, you know what, I might actually go and get the VIP. But it's not only do I get the 100% credits, I also get some cool cars and do some more challenges. But I'm looking at them, 17 quid. I'm going to wait and see if this drops. This drops in New Year's sales or whatever. Because they've dropped the car pass, I'm going to wait and see if they drop the VIP pass. And if they do, I'm definitely on it. So Mugello Autodromo full circuits. And this definitely is in my car pass. This is the Bugatti Chiron, which is the latest, if I'm correct, of all the Bugatti crazy hypercars. Goes like a rocket. So I was having to play on this in Horizon 4, and it is a nice car, although I'm still sort of torn between whether I prefer this Bugatti or whether I prefer the Veyron Supersport. The Supersport is absolutely brilliant. I tuned the hell out of it on Forza 7. It's even got the nice flashing lights on the top, you know, for the safety cars. But the Chiron's nice. It's definitely one of those cars that's growing on me, so I may end up using this more in the future. This is one of my car pass additions, and it's actually going quite well because I haven't tuned this, I haven't done anything with this. Whereas a Veyron, I've tuned the hell out of it. It's about 1,100 and God knows what horsepower. And you do have a bit of a problem keeping the damn thing on the track because it's quick as hell, but just the cornering's terrible. So what I'll do with this race is I'll cut it at a 30-second mark, even though I'm actually over 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do with this race is I'm going to cut it now, and I will cut back to it for the last 30 seconds of the race, and you can see me crossing the line, and we can have a look at times and whatnot after that. So coming up to the line, 2 minutes 7 seconds best lap. Absolutely flying it round Mugello. So 6 minutes 27 seconds in total. Bugatti Chiron, and racing against someone in a Pagani. Racing against the Pagani Teutonis, isn't it? Either way, I've made progress. Of course I have. So, looking cool next to Bugatti. complete a race where you go at least 161 mile an hour in a Dodge manufactured car. I've got some Dodge cars, and this is one of my favourites. This is my Dodge Viper. Not just any Dodge Viper. This Dodge Viper has had one hell of a tune on it, and it is quick, very quick. I can't remember offhand now, what was it again, 191 mile an hour or something like that. I can't remember, but having a fly around here, let's see what speeds I get up to on this. The Dodge Viper is one of my favourite all-time cars. It's just classic. I love the look of it. It's absolutely brilliant. Definitely be 191s, pushing 194 here if I had to hit the brakes. The Dodge Viper is a classic American muscle car. Absolutely love it. Even as a kid, I'd have toy cars, and one of my favourite one was the Dodge Viper, and I don't know where that went, but I ended up actually getting this replica model of the Dodge Viper, and it's cool, like blue with the white racing stripe on. I had a red one somewhere, it's like a bigger red one, and I'm not sure where it's gone. I've still got the little blue one, but I love it, and I've actually got that on a shelf at home. It's brilliant, next to my Deadpool pop figures and Nosferatu figures and all this stuff. So yeah, so I'm a bit of a sad bugger, but hey, most people are. And the final part of this challenge, win a race in a major micros car. It's only got to be this, hasn't it? With Citroën 2CV, vehicle of choice for every single French teacher ever. And boy, is this quick. Look at it, it's flying. Get to the shops in about a week in this. But no, it's running alright. 71, 72, 73, upwards. Major micros. I could have done my particular thing and jumped in me BMW Isetta, but since I've got the car pass, I want to start having a look at some of these car pass cars, and this comes with a car pass. There is something you can do with this car on Horizon 4 which is just totally mental. I haven't got the James Bond pack for Horizon 4, and I'm tempted to actually go and buy it, and there's something you can do with these. This is absolutely a crazy, it's not a hack, it's more like a glitch type idiosyncraticity in the game. It's something you can do which just, it's just comedy and a half. And I know you can do it in the BMW Isetta, so I might have to actually make a video of trying it in the Isetta and do a video when I get the car James Bond pack for this. But it is definitely a funny thing to do. All I say is to you guys, like, set a custom event up. If you've got this pack, set a custom event up, make it S2 only, pick this car, but of course make this car an S2 class with the tuning first. Set a custom event up, make it this car only, S2 class only, and then just go for a race. Anything with corners, right? Do anything with corners, and then just watch what happens. It's hilarious, it's brilliant, and I've definitely got to try and do something like this. But I've completed November Car Pass, which is absolutely fantastic. So that's that done. It's a bit of a shorter-ish video today for you, but it's only one sort of challenge set. Hopefully found it quite interesting. Hopefully not too many Kia drivers are offended by my words today. But my 1971 Chevy's been unlocked, Chevy Vega GT. It's a common car, but it looks alright. But looking ahead, I'm going to see what next week's challenges are. So for next week's challenges, I'm looking at these. I've got Hot Wheeling It, a Hot Wheels event. That's for the 1980s Hot Wheels driver gear. There's Feeling Hilly, Mountains of Molehills. That's for the exclusive 2017 Ford F50 Forza Edition truck. And then there's Looking Sharp, Staying Stylish. And that's for your business suit driver gear. I bought the business suit driver gear off the shop the other day. Bugger. But I wonder if you can actually have driver gear twice. If they'll let you have it twice, probably not. But I'll be interested to see what happens when I unlock this then. Because for the cars, you just get 2 cars. But the driver gear, I think you can only have 1 driver gear of each thing. Because you unlock them off the list rather than add them. But there you go. Hot Wheeling It is your 1 step. You're Feeling Hilly for your 2 step. And you're Looking Sharp for your 3 step. So that's the challenges for next week. You've just been watching my car pass stuff. So before I go, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me over the last 12 months. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for commenting and just being involved in this stuff because it means loads to me. I've just hit 100 subscribers yesterday. So I've nabbed my name. I've got my name now on YouTube is Lost Phoenix Gaming. So a quick way to get to the site is youtube.com/Lost Phoenix Gaming. Fantastic. Until next time, thank you all for supporting me. I've got 100, so ever upward, in the words of the late great Stan Lee. And I'll see how I can take the channel. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy and happy driving.